And a good Saturday morning to you, everyone. Traveling Travis Fry riding along with you on the second longest live-running radio broadcast in America, the merry-go-round, right behind the Grand Ole Opry in terms of years, and we're mighty proud to have that distinction. We have a great group here on stage with us today, and we've got a lot of wonderful folks in our audience. Now, if you're in the sound of our voice, we invite you to come down and be with us here in beautiful downtown Mount Airy at 142 North Main Street here at the Earl Theater. And folks, these guys on stage, they are no stranger to WPAQ. I believe this is their second or third time here on the program, and they do an absolutely wonderful job. They're from Lexington, North Carolina, and won't you put your hands together and make welcome the Jones Sisters.
We are going to do some bluegrass, some originals for y'all, some even maybe a couple pop songs that we've grassed up, we like to say. Here's one of those by a band called Passenger, one called Let Her Go. said earlier, we are the Jones Sisters Band from over in Lexington. And so I'll do quick introductions real quick. As you can see, to my left, there is someone who is not a Jones sister. That is Mr. John Lee. Y'all give him a big hand. And then our newest addition, she's been with us for about a month or so now. Our first tour with her was when we went to Nashville, and we really threw her in. We played outside the Ryman for her very first time playing with us, so she did a very good job, and I'll make welcome Samantha in. And then on either side of me are the sisters of the group. Over here is the Oreo cream to the cookie. She is the middle child. When we went to Nashville, and we really threw her in. We played outside the Ryman for her very first time playing with us, so she did a very good job, and I'll make welcome Samantha in. And then on either side of me are the sisters of the group. Over here is the Oreo cream to the cookie. She is the middle.
Just had to give that warning.
Yeah, we call her Katie. And then over here, who thinks she's the boss of the group, but is not, is Miss Ellie Jones. I'll give her a hand.
And the one giving all the introductions is Miss Tori Jones. She is the lead singer, harmony singer, every other type of singer of this band. And y'all give her a big round of applause.
It couldn't be a band of women in bluegrass without playing some Alison Krauss. So we're going to do an old Alison Krauss song for you right now called Steel Rails. Steel rails, chasing sunshine on the bed, winding through the trees like a ribbon in the wind. I don't mind not knowing what lies down the track, 'cause I'm looking ahead to keep my mind from turning back.
Portion of today's merry-go-round broadcast. Great job there from the Jones Sisters. We're going to take a quick time out. We're going to hear a word from Price Power Equipment. We'll be back after this.
What do you just go around and take pictures for your own self? Or?
No, this is for Wpaq radio.
Okay.
So how are y'all doing today? Are y'all good?
quick might
Very
be to try
nice.
to catch
If I
that
like,
show.
I'm looking at the crowd, I've got eyelash in my eye, and so if it starts to blink, just ignore it. I'm fine.
Should start to look all
Well,
right.
I mean, it,
If you're not blinking, then you have a problem.
okay, if I'm not blinking, then I'm fine. It's just an eyelash.
Alrighty, thank you so much, Brack. We appreciate those good words from Price Power Equipment. And this next 15 minutes of the radio broadcast brought to you by Price Power Equipment there in Elkin, North Carolina. We're now going to go back center stage, gathering around the microphones once again. Here's the Jones Sisters.
Tom Petty for you, did you? All right, we're gonna now switch off to an instrumental. This is one I wrote a couple years ago, and it is off of our latest album. That came out almost a year ago now. It's last October is when it released, and this is one about a shipwreck called The Storm.
You can actually find our newest CD on iTunes, Apple Music, and Amazon Music, and where else? Yeah, and we can, Amazon, Apple Music, and we have some physical copies with us if you want some, but we're running low on those, so if you want to have music with the time, you can go ahead and download it digitally. And you can also find this at jonessistersband.com and on Facebook at Jones Sisters Band and on Instagram at Jones Sisters Band. We just try to keep it easy. So this song is off of, like Tori said, off the new CD and called The Storm.
So much. We're gonna turn it over to Ellie and let her sing this next one. She did a mighty fine job on the Wildflower one, but she also can sing really, really loud and has an amazing voice. So we're gonna let her do that. For this next one, it's an old Bill Monroe song called Blue Moon of Kentucky.
Blue
Sisters from Lexington, North Carolina, and this past 15 minutes has been brought to you by Price Power Equipment over in Elkin, North Carolina. Let's now head back to the station real quickly for another commercial break and hear a word from the Surrey Spotlight. We'll be back after this.
That song ended off really well, but the beginning was a little bit rocky. I didn't know when y'all started, so it just confused the heck out of me.
I think typically after a count off you start.
Well, John didn't start. Yeah, typically, but when John didn't start.
Alright, of course, in my defense, they goof off all the time. And so I tend to wait till it stops before I start anything. So they were the ones that did this, not me. I'm the innocent banjo player.
There's no such thing as an innocent man.
That's a lie.
Oh gosh.
They treat me just like a brother, don't they?
I will see you again.
Okay, thank you there so much, Brack. We appreciate those good words. We're looking forward to the Surrey Spotlight coming up next week, and it'll be a lot of fun. Make sure you tune in for that program. And also, just a reminder, coming up at 12 o'clock, Piedmont Natural Gas will be with us, Charles Bowman and all the gang, so stick around for that. But in the meantime, we're having a lot of fun here at the Earl Theater with this wonderful group, and we're going to turn it right back over to them. Once again, the Jones Sisters.
All right, so we're gonna do another one that we wrote. This is actually one that Ellie wrote. She is a very good songwriter, and she wrote this one a couple years ago. I know, it's been a couple years now. This is one about a World War II soldier called "I Will See You Again." Saw him step upon that ship away from home, taking my love and my heart, leaving me here to face this alone. How will I know that I will see you again? Feel your love surround. I will hold your hand in mine. I will see you coming home, my love, to me, to me. It's a long way from Richmond to the shores of Normandy. Oh, the time I wish he was with me. Oh, I know he had to go so others would be free. But the last thing that he wrote to me is, I will see you again and feel your love
writing block for the first 2 verses, and then Tori helped me with the last verse. But the thing is, with that one, a lot of people have taken it up to, what's that word? Taken it, no. I don't know what I'm saying, but it's like however they want the song to end. Up for interpretation, that's the word. Some people think that the soldier died, some people think that he came home, and it's just really cool to see different people's perspectives on different songs. So I just had to add that little fun fact in there.
So the ending is however y'all want it to be. Alright, now we're gonna do completely switching it up, and we're gonna do a pop song. And the lyrics of it are not so great, so we're using it as an instrumental. So I hope y'all enjoy this one. This is called Despacito. Thank y'all so much. That one's a fun one to do. We're trying to get John to take a break on it because I think it'd be really cool to have a banjo on that. I mean, I think Justin Bieber would approve.
If it impresses Justin Bieber, I don't want nothing to do with it.
There you go. All right, we're going to turn it back to some Bill Monroe now. We're going to let Ellie sing this one called Mule Skinner Blues.
Good morning, Captain. Good morning to you, sir. Hey, hey. You need a
740 WPAQ. Well, let's take a quick time out. We're going to send it back to Kudzu Hill. Brack Llewellyn has your weather forecast and a word from Visit North Carolina. We're back after this.
We're going all over the place today. Bill Monroe, Justin Bieber, Passenger, my goodness. We'll do some more stuff in a little bit. It'll be interesting too. Bugging out breakdown next. We'll do these three. Yeah. I do want to make a little, not exactly announcement, but I want to thank our grandparents for coming. They came out over to Mount Airy to come and see us. Yeah, they're in the balcony. No one can see them. They're hiding away. So y'all don't even know if I'm telling the truth. I could just be lying to you. But I promise they're there. They're waving at us, making sure we smile all the time. Katie, like I said, Smiley, she does a good job with it, but I get so concentrated. I give a really mean look. I promise I'm not mean and aren't, well, I might be mean.
That's debatable.
I'm not mad, that's the thing.
That's
Just
debatable.
concentrated.
When they're up here, they're nice and happy, but don't let them deceive you.
We are a family band. I mean, we're siblings.
All right, thank you so much, Brack. We appreciate those good words and getting us up to date on the ever-changing weather forecast. It's beautiful right now. It looks like we're going to have a beautiful weekend in store here in the foothills of North Carolina. And we always like to ask the question, is anybody from out of town? Now, I know we've got some folks from Lexington. We've got some folks from out of town. Okay, do we have any folks from out of state? Okay. Where y'all from? Tennessee? Anybody else? I know we got some from Virginia as well, but we appreciate y'all coming out. I always like to ask because we had, several weeks ago, we had a group from New York, and I thought, well, gosh, they're going to win Who Comes the Farthest, and then we had some folks from California, and I thought, okay, they're going to win Who Come the Farthest, and then we had some folks from Scotland, so they were the farthest. So you just never know who's going to be here on a Saturday morning, but we appreciate you tuning in and logging on to the Voice of the Blue Ridge, and we're having a great time on stage. And these folks are doing a wonderful job. We've got another about 20 minutes worth of music here on the first portion of the program. We're going to send it back their way. Here's the Jones Sisters.
All right, we thought we'd let our banjo player take the lead on this one. This is the national anthem of bluegrass music. Put 3 fingers over your heart for Foggy Mountain Breakdown. next one is a traditional bluegrass gospel song that we have been doing for ever since we first started. So when we started as a band, when she was born, we would sit around washing dishes and sing together. But as a band since about 2012, and so that's whenever we started, playing and going places. And this is one that we did then, and this is called Wayfaring Stranger.
Funny story about how with this song, like Tori said, we would all sing together. And Tori used to play mandolin, so she still does. But Tori couldn't play and sing at the same time. So she'd play a little bit and then she'd stop, and then she'd sing. And she'd play a little bit, stop, and sing.
So embarrassing.
Yeah, it was hard to keep going. And then we added guitar, and then we added bass, and then guitar, and then stuff like that. And you can just kind of, it's cool to see the progression of now we have like mandolin, a fiddle, a guitar, banjo, and a bass. And just hope y'all enjoy this song. I didn't know it.
1, 2, 3, 4. Don't normally try to do these two back to back, but we're going to this time, so I hope we don't get them confused. This is one that the Darlings used to play off of the Andy Griffith Show, so I thought we should do it here, being in Mayberry. So we're going to do one that always made Pa cry, so you can, my mom's got a box of tissues if you need them. You can go see her afterwards. This is
only applicable to fathers, though. If you're a mom, you don't have to worry about it. It only makes fathers cry.
Yeah, it made Paul cry. So this is one called There Is a Time.
There is a time
out here on the first portion of today's program. Hear a word from the live drive at 5. We're back after this.
By a show of hands, who all has seen Andy show? Okay, yeah, everyone should. Yeah, there we go. You usually have to get a. What goes on?
Couple more for y'all after the commercial break. I'm listening to make sure we can.
How are y'all doing today? Y'all doing pretty good? Yeah. That's good.
All right, thank you so much there, and we appreciate that. Good words from the live drive at 5, and we're looking forward to hearing Mark Templeton at the next live drive at 5. Well, we've had a great time. Haven't these guys been doing a great job? Absolutely. And we certainly do appreciate them coming out, and we invite them back anytime they would like to. They do a wonderful job, and we're going to let them take it away for the remainder of the first portion of the program. Once again, the Jones Sisters.
One, two, today. It was a pleasure being able to come and spend Labor Day weekend with y'all. Like Ellie said earlier, we're the Jones Sisters Band. You can find us at jonesistersband.com. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, see where we're going next. And we're going to leave y'all out with a gospel one, sort of like our testimony song, why we do what we do. The Lord gave us these gifts, so we want to give it back to Him, and we want to cry holy unto the Lord. Crying holy unto the Lord, crying holy unto the Lord. And if I could, I surely wish to know that rock Moses stood. Seniors run, hide your
right there. That is the Jones Sisters over AM 740 WPAQ's world-famous merry-go-round broadcast. We want to thank them so much and look forward to having you back again next time around. And don't go anywhere, folks. Here in just a few minutes, we're going to break down the stage, and we're going to have Piedmont Natural Gas coming up, and Grass. I'd say gas, because that's a gas company here in Mount Airy, but it's Piedmont Natural Grass. They'll be up here in just a few moments, so we're looking forward to that. But in the meantime, we're going to send it back to Top High. Kudzu Hill, Brack Llewellyn is standing by. We'll be back with more of the merry-go-round after this.
Good job. Thank you. Who wants to see the bass go crowd surfing?
I guess I could.
Yeah, it felt like it.
Good job.
Like,
Good job.
thank you.
What channel? So what do I look at? Find you?
Be on the radio station, WPAQ.
WPAQ.
Yes.
Thank you, John.
Go ahead.
Thank you for keeping up with that.
Yeah. So he said, who does Facebook? I said,
Yeah, there wasn't on there. There's Caleb right
He's always upset.
I mean, you know. Goofing off and everything. It's weird. You know, it's like seeing you and seeing you play on stage. Yeah. You already stand, right? Cody comes in, he's like, he's Cody. He's like, man, that's all right. I'm 40 for a still guy. Still. Hey, we're going to eat at a restaurant, but he's not going to be able to do some freaks for this. No. Is that okay? You okay?
He'll get quarter of the pound over right here. Going down, he'll leave and coming back tough.
Yep.
You got room? Right there? Okay.
They're all so sweet.
These two are going to be look. Hey, man made these. Mom, look at this. She made these.
Hey man, how you doing? I see you over down there over Chris College.
That little script.
That you plug your camera through and make those DVDs. You You don't like
All right, thank you there so much. We appreciate it, Brack, and we welcome you back in to the second longest live running radio broadcast in America, the merry-go-round right behind the Grand Ole Opry in terms of years. And we are so happy that you have tuned us in, or if you're logging on to the website, or if you're watching us on Facebook. Thank you so much for making us a part of your afternoon. And we've got a lot more music lined all the way up until 1:30. We're really looking forward to it. We hope you are as well. We've got a great crowd here on hand. And won't you make these guys welcome? And they're, of course, locals from around this region. Here is Piedmont Natural Grass.
All right, thank you, Travis. We're glad to be here at the merry-go-round this morning. And I've always heard everything's better when you put a fry in with it. I was listening to the sister station WBRF this morning on the way over here, and Brother Travis's dad Tim was on there, and now we're blessed to have Travis on stage with us this morning.
It's Friday.
We're going to get y'all started with a good fiddle tune called Golden Slippers. be sad. Pretty pictures make the cover gay. Though the pages may be stained with age, oh, you can't judge a book, dear, by its cover until you've read what's written on each page. Because there are dark clouds in the heaven doesn't mean that it will always rain. Just because you see somebody smiling doesn't mean that inside there is no pain. So it doesn't matter what you hear. Don't believe it till you know it's true. You can't judge a book, dear, by its cover until you've read the story through and through. So it doesn't matter what you hear. Don't believe it till you know it's true. Oh, you can't judge a book, dear, by its cover until you've read the story through and through. No, you can't judge a book, dear, by its cover until you've read the story through and through. All right, we're going to feature the man with the banjo now. I'll go ahead and introduce these musicians before we do this next number. On the far left on the 5-string from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, Mr. Joe Andrews. And between me and him playing the guitar is his little brother, Frank Andrews from Tobaccoville. And hid back there in the back from King, Mr. Jim Price on the bass.
All the way from Claudeville, Virginia, Claudeville's finest, Mr. Charles Bowman playing the fiddle and the guitar and his drums.
great way to kick off the second portion of today's radio broadcast. That is Piedmont Natural Grass. And we're going to take a time out, hear a good word, and we'll be back after this.
All right. Come on, I'll take you down a snack. Appreciate that. Appreciate it.
Okay, thank you so much, Brack, and we appreciate those good words. Looking forward to another Granite Bears radio broadcast. And of course, the Bears victorious last night, 27-20 over West Stokes. And looking forward to more action coming up next week at Elkin, where the Bucking Elks will take on the Mount Airy Granite Bears. All right, we're going to go back now to center stage. Once again, we've got Charles Baldwin, all the folks from Piedmont Natural Grass.
All right, once again, thank you, Travis Fry. Frank and I are going to do one now. It's called Send Me the Pillow That You Dream On. touchstone tune here. A little tune called Ragtime Annie. Switches instruments here. I'll visit Tim Chadwick's self-promotion department here for a little bit. This band that we've got here today is going to be in Cleveland, North Carolina next Saturday night from 6:30 to 8 at a little place called the Sunrise Cafe in Amityville Road, right inside of the Freightliner truck manufacturing plant. Once again, that's next Saturday night, September the 7th from 6:30 to 8 p.m. Come on out and enjoy some good food, and we'll try to provide you with some good music as well.
Okay, we're going to do you a gospel song, if you folks don't mind. What we like to do once in a while, places we'll play. This is a song I wrote called He Paid the Cost. Well, I've never walked on water out on the mighty sea. I've never shed a drop of blood while hanging from a tree. But I know the man who did, who died on Calvary. He paid the cost upon the cross for folks like you and me. Well, I've never made a lamb to walk on the line to see. I've never fed a multitude with a few fish from the sea. But I know the man who did, who died on Calvary. He paid the cost upon the cross for folks like you and me.
a great job. That's Piedmont Natural Grass over AM 740 WPAQ. Well, this next 15 minutes of the broadcast being brought to you by Old Mill Music and Sound, located right here in downtown Mount Airy. We're going to hear a word from them, also the weather forecast. We'll be back with more after this.
He's trying to ball me around. You believe that? He's trying to keep people like Saturday night music. He ain't close to Saturday night. But we'll try.
All right, thank you so much, Bragg. We appreciate those good words. Yes, it is absolutely beautiful here in downtown Mount Airy. A lot of folks visiting in and around and spending the weekend with us. We certainly do appreciate that. And make sure you check out all of our shops downtown, especially Old Mill Music and Sound, who is bringing you the next 15 minutes of the broadcast. We now go back to center stage. Once again, here is Piedmont Natural Grass.
All right, thank you, Travis. And we're going to feature Frank on the next song here. He's going to do a song called Before I Met You, but before he does that, how about another hand for those Jones sisters this morning? They are a hard act to follow. Made me just want to put my fiddle back up and leave when I heard them playing this morning.
That was before I met you. I said that no woman could ever hold me, but that was before I met you. I thought I was swinging the world by the tail. I thought I could never be blue. I thought I'd been kissed and I thought I'd been in love, but that was before I met you. Darling, I hope that's not true. For once I made plans about living alone, but that was before I met you. I thought I was swinging the world by the tail. I thought I could never be blue. I thought I'd been kissed and I thought I'd been in love, but that was before I met you. backwoods before I met you.
Don't let Smoky Mountain smoke it in your eyes. If you do, I'm telling you, you'll want to live there for the rest of your life. If Smoky Mountain smoke is in your eyes. Gatlinburg, Precious Jewel Mountain, Treasure, Smoky Mountain, Cherokee. The closest place to heaven that I know is Smoky Mountain, Tennessee. Don't let Smoky Mountain smoke it in your eyes. If you do, I'm telling you, you'll want to live there for the rest of your life. If Smoky Mountain smoke is in your eyes. If you're looking for a place you will love, Smoky Mountain Paradise. You'll want to live in the Smokies forever, Smoky Mountain. Smoke is in your eyes. So don't let Smoky Mountain smoke it in your eyes. If you do, I'm telling you, you'll want to live there for the rest of your life. If Smoky Mountain smoke is in your eyes. So don't let Smoky Mountain smoke it in your eyes. If you do, I'm telling you, you'll want to live there for the rest of your life. If Smoky Mountain smoke is in your eyes. If Smoky Mountain smoke is in your eyes. All right, we're going to feature the banjo man again. He's going to sing y'all one. I like to call this the Bluegrass Musician's Life Story. It's called Lost All My Money But a $2 Bill.
Us bluegrassers, we figured out how to be a millionaire.
Yeah.
Start out with two, and you might possibly end up with one.
Well, lost all my money but a $2 bill. $2 bill, boys, $2 bill. Lost all my money but a $2 bill. I'm on my long journey home.
It's like in the West End, looking like rainbows, like rain. Out in the West End, looking like I'm on my long journey home. Well,
Lost all my money but a $2 bill. $2 bill, boys, $2 bill. Lost all my money but a $2 bill. I'm on my long journey home.
well, like surprising, and surely is a train. Surely is a train, oh, surely is a train. Like surprising, and surely
Oh, another great job right there from Piedmont Natural Grass over AM 740 WPAQ in this past 15 minutes, being brought to you by Old Mill Music and Sound, located right here in downtown Mount Airy. Well, we're going to go back to the station now and hear a good word about the live drive at 5 over WPAQ. We'll be back after this. Thanks, Brack. We appreciate those good words from the live drive at 5. We're looking forward to that great show coming up, and of course all the programs coming up over WPAQ in the upcoming days and weeks. And we always have a good time here at the merry-go-round. It is the second longest live running radio broadcast in America, right behind the Grendel Opry in terms of years, and we're mighty appreciative to have your company this afternoon. And these folks are doing a wonderful job, and we're going to get them back around the center stage as they're gathering around. Once again, here's Piedmont Natural Grass.
All right, once again, thank you, Travis. I'm going to send this next song out to my neighbor, Mr. Ralph Beasley. He was a truck driver for 58 years, and this song is called The Truck Driving Man. All right. A song about a truck driving man. Pour me another cup of coffee, for it is the best in the land. I'll put a nickel in the jukebox and play the truck driving man. I thanked her and called her over again. Said, hey, that old song sure does fit me, 'cause I am the truck driving man. So pour me another cup of coffee, for it is the best in the land. I'll put a nickel in the jukebox and play the truck driving man. And then like a flash I was gone. I had them old truck wheels rolling. Tonight I'm on my way to San Antonio. So pour me another cup of coffee, for it is the best in the land. I'll put a nickel in the jukebox and play the truck driving man. One more time. So pour me another cup of coffee, for it is the best in the land. I'll put a nickel in the jukebox we're gonna feature the banjo man again here.
Who said that banjo was the king when he bought it?
I want to buy it off of you. I ain't never seen a banjo stay in tune. We're gonna send this next song out to a good friend of ours. Gene Hodges, listening out there in radio land, asked me for this song this morning. Little Whoa Mule Whoa.
Let me tune this thing.
You know,
Sorry about that.
banjo players, they always have to leave at least 20 minutes ahead of the rest of the band. That way it'll give them time to stop and tune a few times on the way over.
tune right there from Piedmont Natural Gas over AM 740 WPAQ and WPAQ740.com. Also, we're streaming live on our YouTube channel. Sam is back there streaming it live. Good to see you again, Sam. And make sure you tune that in as well if you can't join us live here at the Earl Theater. And do want to tell you who's coming up here in the next week or two. Coming up next week, September the 7th, Cranford Creek Bluegrass will be joining us at 11 o'clock, followed by the Snow Creek Old Time Band at 12. So a little bit of bluegrass and old time music to tap your toes to. Jenny Lowry will be your host for that event, so make sure you come out and see that. And then also coming up a little bit later on, September the 14th at 11 o'clock, Flint Ridge will be with us. And then at 12 o'clock, Backline Bluegrass. Those folks are from South Carolina, and they are awesome. Both bands are, so we look forward to having them September the 14th. And then just a little bit further out, September 21st at 11 o'clock, Mountain Breeze will take the stage, along with Highway 56 at 12 o'clock as well. So come be with us if you can. We've got a lineup all the way through the end of the year. It's going to be a lot of good music that you can join in and tune in if you can't be with us for some great music. Right now we're having some great music on the stage, and we're certainly happy to have these guys with us. We've got about 8 minutes till the news time, so 2 or 3 more we'll squeeze in till the news, and then we'll be another 20 or so minutes after that. But right now, here is Piedmont Natural Grass.
All right, thank you, Travis. We're going to feature our special guest singer again here to help me on another song. This is Alpha Price. She's a better half of the bass player, Jim Price. I tell you, I sure was glad to see them come in here together this morning. It wasn't long ago I overheard them talking about they ought to get out and have a little fun sometime. And Jim said to her when they were discussing that, said, "That sounds like a good idea, honey. If you get home before I do, just leave a light on for me."
They say tomorrow you're going. It's so hard
Since 1948, WPAQ has been the 10,000-watt voice of the Blue Ridge. Stand by for news time at the 1 o'clock hour. We'll also hear the weather forecast, and we'll be back with about 30 minutes left of today's merry-go-round broadcast. Thank you so much, Brack. We appreciate the update in the weather forecast and in the news. And once again, we are here at 142 North Main Street in beautiful downtown Mount Airy at the Earl Theater. We want to thank Ken and all the fine staff out there at the Surrey Arts Council for putting this on and helping us out each and every single Saturday, bringing us great sound, wonderful popcorn and drinks. And we're getting these guys gathered around once again to the microphone for the final portion of today's merry-go-round broadcast. Once again, here's Piedmont Natural Grass.
All right, once again, thank you, Travis Fry. And we're going to do your own old song now called Standing at the End of My World.
Seems all my life has been in vain.
The sunshine never followed the rain, and in a crowd I always stood alone. I'm standing at the end of my world, looking back over my wasted past, just dreaming of things that might have been if we lived each more day as if the last. I'm standing at the end of my world, looking back over my wasted past, just dreaming of things that might have been if we lived each more day as if the last. If we lived each more day as if the last. All right, we're gonna do your Tom T. Hall written song. Spinney Brothers Bluegrass Group made it pretty popular the last few years. It's called "Want My Dog Back." Well,
That's certainly not. I don't know if you play it.
I said, we didn't know if we play Saturday night, we just come to the middle of the day on Saturday.
Give it work. John.
He acted like he's talking to old people.
He did, didn't he? Today's merry-go-round broadcast is being brought to you by the Mayberry Music Center. Mayberry Music Center is located right across the street from the Earl Theater, locally owned and operated by James Easter of the Easter Brothers. James invites you to stop in and check out their selection of acoustic and electric guitars, bass guitars, mandolins, fiddles, banjos, trumpets, saxophones, clarinets, flutes, and more. And at Mayberry Music Center, they specialize in the Blue Ridge guitars and are the authorized Blue Ridge guitar dealer in the area. And at Mayberry Music Center, they always give a $100 discount off the suggested retail price of the Blue Ridge guitars. You'll usually find some slightly used Blue Ridge guitars at Mayberry Music Center and at a discounted price. They have strings as well as other types of accessories for your instrument, and they also offer music lessons and instrument repairs. James says if you don't see what you're looking for, just ask. Chances are they'll have it in just a couple of days. You'll also find a great selection of bluegrass and bluegrass gospel CDs, including the Easter Brothers and the Primitive Quartet. Once again, that's the Mayberry Music Center, open Monday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. until 4 p.m., and on Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. until 3 p.m., and they're always closed on Sunday. That's the Mayberry Music Center, Main Street, downtown Mount Airy. And again, this portion of today's merry-go-round broadcast being brought to you by the Mayberry Music Center and James and all the folks. We certainly appreciate their long-time sponsorship here on Wpaq. Well, we're going to roll back into another set of fantastic music. Charles, what you got next for them?
All right, once again, thank you, Travis. We're going to feature Frank again on another gospel song here. Give a little message to this song called A Dream.
One night as I lay on my pillow, while sleeping in a dream, to the place where they crucified Jesus, on that old rugged cross, cruel and cold, where the greatest love story was written, visualized with you. Our Savior valley broke one, as he carried the cross up the hill. And I saw those nails, those old rusty nails, and the crown of thorns that he wore. So sad was the scene that I cried in my dream, so great was the pain that he bore. They scorned him more, and he drank the bitter cup as he hungered to common thieves. For he had to fulfill his Father's own will, and I was right there in the For he had to fulfill his father's long will, and I was right there in the room.
All right, thank you, Frank. We're gonna do y'all another good old country tearjerker here. It's called Crazy Arms. Now blue ain't the word for the way that I feel. There's a storm brewing in this heart of mine. This ain't no crazy dream, I know that it's real. You're someone else's love now, you're not mine. Crazy arms that reach to hold somebody new, while my yearning heart keeps saying you're not mine. My trouble might know soon to another you'll be with, and that's why I'm lonely all the time. So please take the treasured dreams I had for you and me, and take all the love I thought was mine. Someday my crazy arms may hold somebody new, but for now I'm so lonesome all the time. Crazy arms that reach to hold somebody new, while my yearning heart keeps saying you're not mine. My trouble might know soon to another you'll be with, and that's why I'm lonely all the time. Yes, that's why I'm lonely all the time.
Actually, one time I got on it, they had what they call rollback. They got
All right, we're gonna feature Joe again. This song here, it might be a little bit politically incorrect, but we're gonna play it anyway. It's called Dear Old Dixie.
back with more after this. All right, thank you so much, Bragg. We've got time for about one more here on the program, and we certainly do appreciate our audience that has been here today with us. We thank you for tuning us in, logging us on to the Voice of the Blue Ridge, and we thank all of our visitors that have come into town this weekend. Of course, it's holiday weekend, and we always like to see everybody out there on the street, checking out the shops that we have here, and come back anytime. You're welcome anytime in Mount Airy, North Carolina. Well, we're going to get these guys come around and do one more tune, and have they done another great job today, folks? Yes, absolutely. Once again, here's Wpaq Natural Brass.
All right, thank you, Travis. We're going to sign off with an old familiar fiddle tune called the Orange Blossom Special. Well, friends and neighbors, it's been good to be with you. We've got to get on out of here. Just keep it between the lines. Traveling Travis Fry saying, God bless you. Be careful this weekend as you're driving. Bragg, take us out of here.